Hello and welcome to a Thunderstorm unboxing. You can tell from the different colored shipping label here. Yet another book from another Paul in Publishing. I feel like there needs to be a guild, the Pauls in Publishing Guild. This is Paul G from Thunderstorm. And in here we have several titles. I believe we have all three. Okay. I didn't know if we were getting just the Neon Recluse. Oh my God, what's the name of the new line? Neon something. Neon Recluse doesn't sound right, but that's what we're going with. So anyways, we've got three titles here to unbox. One hardcover and two paperbacks. We have Electric City's Neon Infection by Wayne Comunale. Picking You Out of My Teeth by Canon, and Demonic, the final title in Jeff Strand's Gleefully Macabre line, his imprint, which is very disappointing because I thought this was going to keep going on, and they said, no, this is the last one. And I'm like, oh, wow, okay, it's like 5 books, 5 and none. Was this stamping this far down on the other titles? Wasn't it like centered? I don't know, I'll have to go check them out. Anyways, yeah, Jeff Strand had his own little imprint, the Gleefully Macabre, or Gleefully Macabre, featuring the artwork of his wife, Lynne Hansen. And they published August Bleeds into Winter, Allison, The Odds, and what was the fourth one? I don't recall. Anyways, Jeff Strand just keeps knocking books out. This dude just doesn't stop writing. And first, I just want to highlight these gorgeous end papers. Best end papers in the business over at Thunderstorm Books. I believe my other ones were 52 as well. Signed by Jeff Strand and Lynne Hansen right there. Almost makes you wonder if he just signed like a bunch of the... because the signature pages aren't really unique to the titles. But anyways, Jeff Strand just keeps publishing left and right. And that's why I'm surprised that this is the final title from the imprint. Because there are going to be plenty of Jeff Strand titles coming out. And plenty of them are going to need special edition treatment. Although he is no stranger to Thunderstorm Books. He's gotten a lot of his titles published in the Black Voltage line, which are oversized hardcovers. Very beautiful quality. So I imagine we'll see more Jeff Strand through the Black Voltage line. Although, I gotta say, like I said, it was kind of a shame that this is going to be the last of the Gleefully Macabre runs, just because I like the smaller trim size. That's kind of nice. And it's nice to have his own little line. So Demonic, I can't actually, I forgot this was coming in the box. So I can't speak to the synopsis of Demonic. Presumably it involves some sort of little demonic cults. But anyways, if you are not familiar with Jeff Strand, he is the clown prince of horror. He writes a lot of comedy horror. Now, there's a lot of gruesomeness, there's a lot of blood and just savagery in his books, but the humor just continues to shine throughout. Neon Recluse, I did get that right. Okay. Anyways, the horror and the comedy just shine in equal measure. I was going to say Bring Her Back. Bring Her Back was... Black Voltage title. What the hell is the other one that I'm completely drawing a blank on? I'm going to hit stop and then say, oh yeah, that's what it was. Anyways, check out Jeff Strand. He's incredible. If you don't know where to start, I always recommend starting with the Wolf Hunt trilogy, which is just an absolutely perfect horror comedy trilogy. The main characters are like unforgettable. And there's soon to be a film adaptation coming out, which is incredible. And if you are an audiobook listener, you can actually listen for one single Audible credit. There is the full trilogy on one credit, which is awesome. Anyways, let's get over to the Neon Recluse. So, Neon Recluse is the new line through Thunderstorm Books. And I believe Paul said that he had originally designed this line with paperbacks in mind. But and they're not numbered or anything, so it's just, 222 paperbacks signed by Canon right there. And I believe I own some Canon in another Thunderstorm line Not Black Voltage. White Lightning is the other one, a little smaller line. I feel like I have some Summer Canon in there. But anyways, Picking You Out of My Teeth is a short story collection. It features a whole bunch of different previously published titles. Oh man, the one of these was published as an extra in the lettered edition of another Thunderstorm book. That's really cool. So, you previously would only be able to own that if you had owned the lettered edition, which are very exquisite. And there's Paul right there. Paul Goblirsch. Could be saying that wrong. But we got forward here, and then we jump into the stories. I haven't read any of Canon's work yet, but I do own, like I said, one of the smaller White Lightning. It might not even be White Lightning, but I was right on Neon Recluse, so maybe I'm right on White Lightning. But very excited to dive in. As I was starting to say, this was originally designed, the Neon Recluse, to be a paperback line. Paul did expand it into hardcovers. I want to say there's like 40 copies of each hardcover. I couldn't swing that just because that's a little bit a little too rich for my taste. And with the absurd amount of books I'm buying, you gotta go for the cheaper paperback when available. So, but I'm very intrigued to see what the hardcover would look like. I imagine it's got to have some sort of dust jacket, because most of his titles do have dust jackets. Not all of them, because obviously Jeff Strand here does not. The newer White Lightning titles do not. But I wonder how he uses the neon in there. I wonder if there are... Whoa, that is a crazy signature. I wonder if the end papers are like crazy neon end papers. We also have Electric City's Neon Infection, signed by Wayne Comunale, with, he's got some crazy little anarchy. He's got a heart and a pentagram in one signature, which is a really strange dichotomy to have in just one crazy signature. I love it. Electric City's Neon Infection is kind of from my understanding, a post-apocalyptic Vegas. Vegas is kind of gone, there we go. Unstoppable, unspoken infection, hordes of unhinged goblins. So just absolutely balls to the walls Vegas in a novella. So this is like 150 pages. Yeah, 160. Nice short little title. Especially with the smaller kind of trim size here. But what's crazy is that these signed paperbacks are both still available. And I think they're, what was it, like 20-something bucks? It was very cheap, very affordable for a gorgeous signed paperback. I mean, you can't go wrong. You can go wrong if you don't like the story, I suppose, but I will give them a read, whether it be the story or the short stories, and I will let you know how they are. But I believe all three of these titles are still available through Thunderstorm Books. Demonic is probably going to sell out first just because it's only limited to 79 copies. That is one of the things with Thunderstorm, is that the print runs are very low. Very, very low. We're talking like no more than like 50, 54 copies, 44 copies. You get like some weird numbers like that. There are some titles that have much larger print runs, such as, what was the Road of Bones? Road of Bones, I think, had like 250 copies, which was huge for Thunderstorm Books. But typically, the print runs are small, and they sell out quickly. So make sure you go over to Thunderstorm Books if you're looking to pick up a copy for yourself. I will give all three of these a read. My TBR pile is just absolutely massive. But once I do give these a read, I will do a book review on this channel. In the meantime, I've got plenty of other unboxing videos from all sorts of small presses and fine presses, and at least one book review a week, sometimes two, to hold you over in the meantime. So please consider liking and subscribing. Check out Thunderstorm Books. They kick ass. And we'll see you around next time.